Hello, my name is Mary Thornton and here today with me is Don, and we're going to be looking at pelvic tilts and spine curls. So it's just breaking down those basic Pilates movements and for you to feel it in your body and to make sure you're doing it correctly. So first of all, Don is aligned, lying on his back. His feet are hip width apart and parallel, knees bent, pelvis in its comfortable mid position, shoulders released and back of the neck nicely long, supported as need be. So we're just going to go straight into the pelvis for pelvic tilts. So what we're going to do is just think of tilting that pelvis backwards into the mat and then releasing back to where it's comfortable. So I'm just going to put my hands on Don's pelvis to start with. So when you're ready, Don, you're going to tilt the pelvis back into the mat and then release it. Tilt the pelvis back into the mat and then release it. So first of all, we're just feeling the bones moving inside the body, thinking of the pelvis moving backwards and then releasing back to its starting position. And when he does this, he's feeling what's occurring at the back of the pelvis. How does it feel between the right and the left sides of the pelvis as you tilt back? How does it feel in the lower back? How does it feel in the hips? So just by tilting the pelvis backwards and forwards, he's starting to release the tension around that area and just getting the joints moving and seeing where they wish to go today. Good. 2 more of those for me, Don, just making sure that you've got that full range of movement now and it's comfortable to go there. Good. And then release. And let the pelvis just soften and let it rest. So then going on to the top of the spine, going towards the neck and where the spine meets the skull, the occiput area at the base of the skull. And we want to just think again a little bit of length there with some chin tucks. So basically Don's going to just gently nod the chin forwards and then release. Very gently nod the chin forwards and release. So by doing that, he's lengthening the back of the neck and he wants to make sure that he keeps the jaw released, what I call the dribble effect. So you want to imagine that the jaw is very relaxed. The tongue in the mouth is relaxed, there's no gripping. So often I get people to lick the lips first, maybe pull a funny face at themselves, and so there's a real softness around the facial muscles, around the jaw. And he's just very gently nodding the chin in, lengthening the back of the neck and releasing. Very gentle. So once again, just finding that range of movement that feels comfortable with not straining too much, just moving the head on top of the spine, that the head is fully supported by the pillars. Do 1 more of those for me, Don. So what he's done is he's just tilted and moved the base of the spine where it meets the pelvis, and he's moved and tilted the top of the spine where it moves the head. So you're just getting that kind of a little bit of movement either end of the spine to just stimulate and wake up that spine. So now we're going to go into this full spine curl where you peel up and down through the spine. So I'm just going to keep your heads on those pillars for a moment, Don, see how you do. So let's start off with the pelvic tilt. So flatten the lower back into the mat. Good. Now, just gently nod the chin forward, very gently. Start to put the weight into the soles of the feet, engage the buttocks and curl up that tailbone, just feel that you're lifting up. And as he comes up, he's peeling up the tailbone, the lower back and the mid back, and feeling his knees lengthen over his toes. And then when you're ready, roll down from the top of the spine. So he's sinking down from the breastbone, sinking it down between the shoulder blades and coming all the way down the spine to the tailbone. Good, and land. Let's do that again. So you're going to tilt the pelvis back into the mat, engaging the lower belly, press into the soles of the feet, engage the buttocks and lift the hips to the ceiling, lengthening those thighs. Now making sure there's a subtle nod of the chin here, Don. And then when you're ready to come down, sink away from my hands. So sinking the breastbone down between the shoulder blades, peeling the spine down, segment by segment by segment, coming all the way down to the tailbone and releasing in the hips, lengthening the spine here. Good, and again, tilt the pelvis back. Engage the lower belly, feet into the floor. Engage the buttocks, open the hips to the ceiling. Good, subtle nod of the chin. And then when you're ready, come down from the top of the spine, sink from the breastbone. Now use your belly to place the vertebra down into the mat, segment by segment by segment, down to the tail to release. Good, 1 more time. So tilting the pelvis back, he tilts the pelvis back, weight into the feet, engage the buttocks and lift, lengthen through these thighs. Good. And then when you're ready, sink down from the top, sink the breastbone down. Use the belly to place the vertebra down, segment by segment, all the way down to the pelvis lands and the hips. Release. Good. And relax. So that was just going over 3 basic movements to get the spine going. It's to pelvic tilts, your chin tucks, where you're moving the top of the spine, and then bringing that whole integrated spinal movement in with spine curls. Thank you.